From BS and Beer Media, it's Top of the Bleachers with Jason and Tucker.
Handoff, Smith coming right, trying to outrun the coverage, makes a cut, gets it. Oh, he's still going. Oh, he's going to score. He's got the five.
Let's see what the guys are talking about today.
Yo, what's up? Welcome into the Top of the Bleachers. It is April the 7th, Monday. Championship Monday.
Oh, yeah, that happens today, doesn't it? And we did go 50-50, by the way. Like, you got Florida in and I got Houston in. I listened to the show on Friday, and I picked Auburn, Houston, and you picked Florida, Duke, and then we both laughed, and you said, we'll probably go 50-50, and we did.
Oh, dang. This whole time I thought I picked Houston. Dang.
And that last show you picked Duke. Yeah.
Well, I was rooting for him. We'll get to that in a little bit. I got to slide on that later, but we'll talk some Final Four stuff. Before that, though, what's up with you, man? Happy Monday. You have a good weekend?
Yeah, very restful weekend. We got a lot of rain and everything, so there wasn't really a ton I could do outside work wise. So about 11 o'clock today, I said, man, I'm gonna go take me a nap. So I went and stretched out on the bed, and
took a nap, huh?
Dak cuddled up with me, and then Lacey walked in and she said something about the neighbors, and I realized that there was like a puddle of drool, like the size of my head on the pillow, and I was like, how long have I been out? She said, well, it's 3 o'clock. I was like, holy crap, I'd slept for like 3.5 hours, man.
Holy moly.
And slept hard too, like dead to the world sleep. So apparently I needed it.
I guess you did.
Yeah,
apparently you did. I slept a lot this weekend too, it seemed like, but off and on, man. I'm a napper. I can't. I think maybe I might have slept 3 or 4 hours solid one night. But I'll get up for a few hours and then I'll take a nap, like an hour and a half nap.
I'm a consistent 5.5 to 6 hours sleeper a night. Like now that I've gotten older, that has been interrupted with halfway through I have to go pee and then go back to bed. But I can usually get about 5.5, 6 hours of sleep. Yeah.
Well, I have no work schedule, so my schedule's all crazy. So it keeps me all out of whack. The body don't know when to go to sleep and when to stay awake, I think.
Yeah. Well, about 4 or 5 months ago, I decided that I was done with sodas. I'm not going to drink anything carbonated anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been drinking nothing but waters and Gatorades, and
wow.
I do have an occasional glass of sweet tea. That's about the only caffeinated drink that I really drink.
That's impressive.
Well, what it's done is it has made my bladder very healthy. Like I didn't pee this much when I was drinking sodas. Like I drink water and Gatorade, man. I feel like it runs right through me. So but I do feel better as far as like I'm not as, I don't know, groggy, and I don't feel as weighed down or as bloated or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm still fat. Like switching to water didn't make me skinny or anything, but I don't feel like that bloated feeling like I used to get.
Well, it should have helped. Like they always say, like, don't drink your calories, So nixing that out of your diet's good.
Yeah, I mean, I did lose a couple of pounds, but my biggest problem about losing weight is about 9 o'clock at night, I get a sweet tooth. I want something chocolatey or something sweet and creamy or something like. My sweet tooth at night is terrible. I need about 8 o'clock at night. I need somebody to handcuff me to where I can't get up and get to the fridge anymore. Is what I mean.
I feel you. I'm always snacking too. I'll go.
I do really.
Handful of nuts, and a little bit later, give me a couple crackers or something, and then a little bit later, I'm in there and I got some, some kind of bar of some kind,
Like a granola bar or something.
yeah, some kind of granola bar or something. I got like 3 or 4 different kinds. So
I do really good all day long. Like I don't really eat in the mornings because of my sinuses and stuff. And then I usually eat a decent meal. I usually eat about 2 meals a day. And so I've done really good. I've kept my mostly protein, kept the carbs down, all that. And then about 8:30, 9 o'clock, I'm like, man, I could go for a bowl of ice cream with some M&Ms sprinkled across the top of it. Well, you just wasted my whole.
Yeah. I feel you.
So
Mm.
there you go.
Well, good for you to stick into the water. That's hard for me. I can't hardly do it. I did it for a while, and then I can't. It's like no taste to it at all.
Well, they got all kinds of stuff now. They got these little bottles that you can buy called I think it's called Circle or something like that, and it's like looks like a tumbler. And on the top, it's got the screw thing, and you unscrew it, and you put a flavor packet in there, whatever flavor. They even have energy ones. You can do like an energy packet. Put it in there, screw it, and it pops it. And then every time you take a sip, it runs it over that stuff, and you got flavor.
All of them they all taste like Kool-Aid without sugar in it. That's what they all taste like. And you know what Kool-Aid like the sugar with it? It tastes like.
It tastes like colored water.
Yeah, it tastes like crap.
I don't know. I can honestly say I have not tried the Circle ones. I don't like the flavored waters. I'm a plain Jane guy. I like regular old water. But
yeah,
from what I've seen on the internet, though, I've stopped drinking it out of the tap. Apparently, I've been killing myself for years, or somebody has, with the stuff that's coming out of my tap. So
I'm sure. Yeah, that's what Courtney had her water tested the other day or something. Now she's all got stuff everywhere. Yeah. But my dad been saying that for 20 years. 30 years. They got all kinds of chemicals in the water. They treat it with chlorine,
fluoride.
Yeah. So
like supposedly like this much fluoride is deadly to a person. Like, and they put it in everything. They put it in our water. They put it in our toothpaste. They put it in everything.
I know. Look at this stuff in deodorant sometime, bro.
Oh, dude, I watched a video over these energy drinks and the stuff that they put in these energy drinks. Like they skim the top of human waste, like at these these water treatment plants and stuff. They skim the top and it comes out this yellow powdery stuff, and it has a name.
What?
And they put it in those Monster energy drinks and yeah, they put that stuff in there.
That can't be true.
Dude, I'm gonna find the video and send it to you, man.
Has they not been shut down yet? What the heck?
I don't know. I have no idea.
What?
And people drink that stuff like.
Oh yeah.
I watched the thing over Monster Energy drink, and I'm not like. I wouldn't say that I'm a Jesus freak. Like I believe in Jesus and Jesus is my savior and all that, but like I'm not the kind that come and rub the Bible on you or something. You know what I mean? Like like you got people in church. I heard a comedian say this one time. You got the saved people in church, and then you got the really saved people.
Hey, they're on the mountain. Leave them alone.
Yeah, exactly. So. But I watched the whole thing over Monster Energy drink, like how the scratches on the front are actually Hebrew for something or Arabic for 666.
I saw that one.
And then the cross that's on it, like when you drink, you have to turn the can upside down, so you end up turning the cross upside down. All kinds of crazy stuff. And I was like, I always avoided them because I thought they tasted like crap. But now, I'm like, well, maybe I shouldn't. That's like, oh, this is my favorite soda. This is this new soda, Sin. I love this new Sin soda.
I don't drink any energy drinks anymore, but I used to drink what was it, Full Throttles. That's what I used to drink all the time. That's the only one I liked. The rest of
I
them
don't even know. I don't even know if they make that anymore.
I don't know. They've probably been outlawed or banned or something by now.
You were probably the only one keeping them in business.
I probably was. I probably was. When we were truck driving, I probably was for sure.
I have one of those little 5-hour energies every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I've read the ingredients on the back, and it's like B12, caffeine. Like they don't stick a whole bunch of crap into it. It's just like a little shot of caffeine. I'll do those every once in a while, but that's about it as far as energy drinks.
Yeah, that's about all I do too. Every once in a while.
Yeah, I do have a cup of coffee on, Sundays, and usually my day off. I usually have a cup of coffee, one of them frou coffees from one of the coffee joints in town. That's probably my the most calories I consume in the mornings on those 2 days, and I don't have them the rest of the week, but those 2 days I usually have a coffee.
I usually have a coffee a couple times a week, but it's home brewed.
We don't even have a coffy maker.
Yeah,
we don't even.
I would brew some up just for the smell. You don't have to drink it, just the smell. I love the smell of it. It's great.
That would be another good candle. Do they have a coffee candle?
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do.
They got
all kinds of stuff.
They got a baking candle. I'm sure they got a coffee.
They got a campfire candle. It smells like campfire when you burn it. I'm like, what? It smells like smoke.
We had new people that moved in beside us, and I don't think they watched the show, so I don't think I'm going to offend them or anything like that. But we have these new people that moved in beside us, and apparently one of them is a smoker, like cigarettes, and he comes out on the back porch and smokes cigarettes. Well, I smoked cigarettes for 20 something years, but I've quit. I've been quit for 10, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe longer than that now.
Probably longer than that. I don't know.
So the smell of it like gets to me really quick. And it's right there by the bedroom. And like there are mornings like I wake up, I can smell cigarette smoke. I'm like, why do I smell cigarette smoke? Anyway, it's not their fault.
You're one of them people. Now listen to you.
I didn't realize how bad I stank when I smoked cigarettes. Like when you smoke cigarettes, you don't smell what everybody else is smelling, because you've gone nose blind. It's like working in a chicken house. The first couple times you're in a chicken house, you're like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. How does anybody work in here? And by the end of the week, you're like, do.
It's just a little chicken dust.
It's just a little chicken. Deal. Yeah, no big deal. No big deal.
Oh my gosh.
It's true though.
Crazy, man. We should have been wearing masks and all kinds of stuff, probably.
Oh, I'm surprised we didn't. I think it's one of the reasons I never got corona. Is because
yeah, that might be it.
I have
you
some
withstand chicken dust. You all right?
I have some sort of super immunity or something like that.
There's probably still a layer of it on there, and it keeps you protected from stuff like that.
Yeah. If I ever get around the bird flu, I'm liable to die in a day or something like that because I got so much. I got so much chicken.
All right. Well, today, man, I got some Arkansas updates, like some Arkansas weekend, actually. Some recap about what happened over the weekend, and then we'll get into some Final Four stuff, maybe some women's stuff and the men's and the championship game. So let me hit my thing here. I'll share this.
I think we probably should start off with a woo pig. I know you got that slide in there somewhere. We need to start off with a woo pig in baseball.
A woo pig?
Yeah.
We can start off there if you want.
Heck yeah, man.
How's that?
Consensus number 1, woo pig. Let me tell you. And I don't I don't say this to make Missouri fans mad or anything like that, but your baseball team is trash. Okay,
They are
you
not
need
very
some
good,
help.
bro.
You got a guy in the middle that is batting 333 that is probably mad at the whole team because he's going up there and doing his job and nobody else is doing theirs. Okay.
I don't know, man.
So
That's rough.
that guy's probably transferring on you at the end of the year. So
Yeah.
your pitching is not good. You didn't do very good fielding. I don't know how many bunts we laid down on you. We laid down a number of bunts on you, and you could not cover. It was crazy. They
Bro,
played a really good game, man. And Davalon, oh my gosh, got to be the best leadoff hitter in the nation. Hey, he's just amazing. If this kid's not hitting a
yeah.
home run, he's hitting a double, a triple. He's getting on base somehow.
Yeah, no, he's pretty cool. He's good. He's good. And Cozil, man, too, has been
Yeah, Cozil had a good game.
tearing up, man. He carried over from Vanderbilt into Missouri, man.
I feel like all three of our starting pitchers did decent. All of our relievers did pretty well.
Our offense was ridiculous. We scored like 51 runs or something over the weekend.
Yeah, and you know how much pressure
crazy.
that takes off your bullpen and everything. Like I'm not out there on the mound worried about every pitch because I have such a
takes a whole bunch of pressure off.
Yes.
Absolutely. I know. I used to pitch. It totally does.
We need a nickname for Davalon, though. Like we had one for White that we didn't tell anybody about. we got one for Big Cheese. We need one for Davalin, like Downtown Davalin or something like that, man.
I don't know. Javelin Davalin.
That dude. And
yeah.
Orange Ham watched I think he watched all three of the games with me over the weekend. And no, I didn't watch the first one. I forgot because it got rained out and postponed. So I forgot about it.
Mm.
But he thinks Davalon's gone. He'll be a first rounder this year and we won't.
I think maybe a couple of these guys are, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
They keep playing like this all the way through. And they will be.
Yeah, they just beat the dog crap out of Mizzou, man. Mizzou, like you said, they need some help. They need some help bad.
Dude, we got up big enough in the second and third game that, Diggs finally got into the ball game. Oh my gosh. This guy, what is up with this guy? Like I want him to play because he's good defensively. He's fast. He's got a good arm. I want to get him on base because I think he could steal some bases and stuff like that. And
everybody's better than him.
I think he's like 0 for 17 his last at bat.
Oof.
And what sucks for Diggs is that these are the kind of ball games you're going to get into. Well, in the second ball game, he finally got in. He got one at bat since it was a 7-inning game, before the ball game was over. So go up there and, fight it off, man. This is it. This is your once at bat. You need to work. Now he goes up there, goes down watching. Oh, I wanted to throw my remote at the TV. I was like, what are you doing, man?
I know, man. I've been off that train for a while. You know that, but
I think the pitcher threw him 7 pitches, okay, and he swung the bat one time on his time up there. It's like, this is it, man. This is all you're getting. And then when the pitch goes through and it's a strike, he shakes his head and steps back. I'm like, what are you shaking your head for? If you knew it was a strike, swing at it.
Yeah,
it's like watching. I've never experienced this, but this is what I assume. It's like watching your kid go out there and be terrible at a sport, and you're like, "What are you doing?"
Oh man,
we practice this all the time. You and me practice this in the front yard all the time, and then you go out there and you pick your butt. What are you doing?
It's a different kind of an embarrassment, but it's embarrassing. Like you want to crawl up under the bleachers. It's like, oh my gosh. I can't believe she just dribbled off her leg out of bounds. I'm going to go over here and hide for a minute.
Or made a basket on the wrong goal. I did that in 6th grade, man. I did that in 6th grade. I got a rebound. I finally got into the game, and I got a rebound. And, in 6th grade, it's pretty much, they haven't really gotten real organized yet by 6th grade. So it's still a lot of like, you throw it to this guy and like all 9 guys run over to that guy instead of like spacing it out or whatever.
I think they're a little more organized now.
A little bit, yeah, man. Well, probably nowadays they probably run drills and all kinds of crap. That's not what our coaches were volunteer dads who were just, come on, you can do it. Let me show you how to do a layup.
I think that's what our coaches were too.
Yeah. So I yanked down a rebound,
level.
man. I am pumped up. Yank a rebound down. I went right back up with it. Yeah, it was. It was a. Wasn't our goal. It was a defensive rebound. I should have.
Way to go, man.
And made it. That was the crappy part. Like I could have missed it, rebounded again, and then somebody figured out what was going on. But no, I made it.
Well, besides the Hogs baseball team, the softball team kicked some booty this weekend too, man. Got their first win over, I think it was a top. I forgot what number. What were they? Number 7 or number 2? Something like that. Florida was number 2.
I have no idea, man.
I can't read that. Hang on. Yes, number 2. Sorry. I thought I had that wrote down here, but I don't. It was like their first series upset over someone that highly ranked or something like that, ever, or something like that. I saw. So they're having a really good year. They should have actually swept that because the second game they kind of gave it away in the very last inning. Just man, it was rough. They really should have won all 3 games, to be honest. So they're doing well. I mean, the only team I see they ran into Oklahoma. That's Oklahoma. That's different. I'm telling you.
Well, you're going to have to be able to beat a team like Oklahoma if you want to like win the whole daggum thing, man.
I know. I don't know, man. About that. They're good though. They are really good. So hopefully they keep it up and have a good rest of the year.
I like the white jerseys with the white helmets. I think that's cool.
Yeah, Bree Ellis is just killing it, bro. She's hitting.
I'd like to see
home runs.
I'd like to see the Arkansas baseball team do a little bit more of the uni,
switching it up.
Just maybe something a little bit different. I mean, you win every year. You know what I mean? Like you've been in the same. Let's maybe a throwback jersey or I don't know something. They do stuff with the hats.
They changed the uniform this year, but I couldn't tell you what. It was minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
that's what I was saying.
Everybody was talking about it. It wasn't a color.
I'm not saying let's go crazy like Oregon or anything like that where we got to have a new uniform every year. But whatever uniform they come out with, they're going to hang it in hog heaven and charge fans $300 for. So let's put out some unis. That's all I'm saying. Let's change it up a little bit.
So anyway, that happened. So good for them. I saw this. I think this was today. I actually got a Christina Sanchez. I'm going to butcher that last name, but she's withdrawn from the portal, so she's going to come back to Arkansas.
Okay,
so that's probably good. She didn't average very much. And honestly, I didn't watch them enough last year to tell you, but I'm gonna be watching from now on. So, and then speaking of girls basketball,
my gosh,
championship game was a obliteration. Staley was so mad, man. She was screaming. There was just nothing that she could do. They were just that much better.
And it's hard to beat somebody when they make every basket. Like,
yeah,
it is so tough to beat somebody when they make every basket. So
this is true. So
what is it? What does this make? Does this make number
12.
Number 12?
12. Yeah, I saw they won 3 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
A stretch there in like 14-17 or 15-18 or somewhere in there. They won 3 in a row, I think, or 4 in a row, maybe even.
Yeah, that was their 111 game streak that they went on.
Yeah, I think they won 3 or 4 in a row.
Yeah.
That's insane, bro.
I think when you talk about
they won 4.
When you talk about dynasties, You know, I think UConn women have got to be at the top of that mountain somewhere.
Yeah, he passed John Wooden.
That's pretty impressive.
Wooden had 11. Yeah, he got 12.
Now,
And it
some
had been a
people,
while. He hadn't had one since like 2017 or something. It had been a pretty long time since they had won a championship.
yeah, but they were in the fight every year. It wasn't like they didn't win a championship because they couldn't make the tournament or they couldn't make the Final Four.
Oh yeah.
Or they could,
Oh yeah.
you know, they were there every year. You know.
Yeah.
And I think that's like at the end of the year, only one team can win it. Just the fact that you can make a Final Four, an Elite Eight, something like that. I don't think that takes away from your dynasty. Like you've been winning championships consistently and being in the running for a championship consistently for a long time, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you're a winner, you know, if you're in the contention every year, you know, I mean, you're, you know, you can't win it every year. You just can't. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's hard to win one. So,
oh my gosh, it is so difficult to win one.
Just to win one. I mean, 12. What? That's insane. Yeah. And then we had the men's Final Four. Right. Let's talk about that for a minute. So we had the first game, Florida and Auburn, and dude, Clayton is just. Dude, it's unreal, bro.
I don't understand either. I get that he's good. The kid hits amazing shots. He's got a quick first step. He can shoot from just about anywhere on the floor. The kid is amazing. But how do you not make the rest of the team beat you? Like, I'm putting 5 guys on Clayton, and the rest of the team can shoot all they want, man.
They look like they were.
Yeah. I mean, he did the same thing that he did when they went pretty much all the way through the tournament. Like he kept him in it, and at the end of the ball game, he's like, "Okay, it's my time to shine. Give me the ball. Everybody else get out of the way." You know. Yep. And I don't care. Like, I understand that the pundits, ESPN, all these guys, I know they are totally in love with Cooper Flagg. I get it. I get it. If I got the first pick, this is the kid I'm taking. Okay. I'm taking this kid right here. I think his game translates better. Everything.
This dude's going to be a star.
He's going to be a star. If he avoiding injury, like an injury can ruin everything, but avoiding injury, this kid's going to be really good.
Have you seen? Okay, you know he came out of the transfer portal, right? He played for Iona.
He played for Iona, yeah.
For Patino, right? Did you see where he was ranked in the transfer portal? Did you see that tweet? He was right behind L. Ellis.
Oh, really?
Who Arkansas took?
Yeah.
Could have got Clayton instead. Didn't. So anyway,
woulda, coulda, shoulda.
L. Ellis gonna change the world, bro. Poor guy. So I had Florida in this one. You had Auburn, right?
I had Auburn as my national champs.
Yeah.
Really disappointed in Broom. He just kind of him and Flagg just kind of, I don't know, didn't show up at the end of the game. Well, Flagg had a shot to win it, had a free throw. I mean, it was kind of the Duke collapse at the end of that ball game was.
Yeah, let's go on to that one then. Speaking of that was crazy. I saw they were up at like 13 with like 8 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just kept getting lower. And then I just can't. They were up 3 with like 30 seconds left.
2 key missed free throws. One by
Proctor,
I don't know.
I think.
Yeah. He like just clanked one, and I think it was the front end of a 1-and-1. So if he like hits that one, he gets to shoot another. So that counts as giving up 2 points right there. And then I believe Cooper had a missed free throw at one point toward the end of the ball game. I didn't think. I love the fact that Calvin Sampson's team never quit. I mean, when they walked out on the floor, I thought they were outmatched. Duke was longer, lengthier at every position.
Yep.
Duke, didn't have the fight in them that Houston had. Houston had the fight and the hunger, and I just didn't see that from Duke.
I've heard someone say a couple of times lately that the tougher team always wins.
Well, Calvin Sampson had a quote at the end of the game. I can't remember
It
exactly.
might have
how
been
it was.
him. It might have been him said that.
I don't remember exactly how he said it, but it was pretty much like you can't lose if you never give up. Like if you never give up fighting, you can't lose. The
You
second,
never quit. I saw
if
that
you
one.
never quit, the second you
Yeah.
quit, you've lost the ball game or whatever.
That's true. That's very
It is
true,
true,
man.
man. It is.
That was a wild game, man. Did you see? I don't know if you saw this.
I almost gave up
I
on
hate
this
to
ball
dog-
game. And I'm interested to know how many people did give up on the ball game, because with about 10 minutes left, Duke had pretty much dominated the whole ball game, and it was getting pretty late. And I was like, I wonder if I should stick. Oh, I better stick around for the end. Something might happen. I'm glad I did, man.
Did you see that Cooper's? Did you see his shorts after the game? you see
Cooper's short.
Yeah. Apparently had an accident. I don't know what time of the game or after the game or what, but
He pooped his pants.
his shorts were soiled. Yes, and there's pictures of it on the internet. So you got that for you, Coop. That sucks. Yeah, I don't know if it could be fake or something, but a lot of people posted it, and there are
I can
people
just
talking about it.
hear. I can just hear 15, 20 years from now, Cooper's doing some podcast somewhere, talking about, oh yeah, you ever play with a turd in your drawers for Final Four? I did that.
Well, Duke really shit the bed.
They did.
Anyway,
and I also saw some clips like
I feel bad for the kid.
I don't want to bring down Cooper Flagg's stock or anything like that, but I watched the highlight video of his clutch moments, and he's not very clutch in the moment.
Well, they lost that game. The losses that they had, they lost to Kentucky. That was he turned it over at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So I mean,
they've had a few where it's been Cooper's time at the end of the game, and he's dribbled it out of bounds, fallen down. He's just
he's good though, man. He's really good. But
he just turned 18.
I know.
And he just turned 18, and he crapped his pants on national TV. Get off the kid for a second.
He won the Wooden Award too, by the way, over the weekend.
Yeah. Well, he also won like the oh crap, what was it called?
He's probably gonna win everything, I assume.
It was like the Cottonelle Golden Roll or something like that. I don't remember.
I don't know, but anyway, that sets up the championship game tonight. Houston and Florida. I think I saw Florida was a 1.5 point favorite. I want to say.
Dude, I don't know who to root for in this, because Florida is SEC. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kind of like, we put in 14 teams. I kind of like what the championship come home to us. Okay. I mean, you put in 14 teams. That's, you should accomplish something with that, But Houston is such a great story, and Calvin Sampson hadn't won one, and they're going to be, and they're underdogs again. They're like the only one seed that's been like an underdog through the tournament. Like nobody's talking about Houston. Nobody cared about Houston. Kind of makes you want to root for them. Orange Ham. He grew up in Houston, so he'll probably be rooting for Houston in this.
Yeah. I know Coach Cal and Kelvin are good friends.
I don't know. I don't know who I'm going to root for. I do know that if I'm Houston, when Clayton goes to the bench, you need to have a guy go over and sit, and one of your teammates go over and sit behind him. Like he don't need to go to the bathroom without a Houston player being next to him somewhere.
I want to know what kind of gum he's chewing by the end of the game.
Yeah, Dantane, you know.
Anyhow, all right. Well, who you taking then? Because, man,
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna take the Florida Gators. I think Clayton pulls it out in the end like he's been doing the whole tournament. And but I'm gonna root for Houston. I'm gonna root for Houston, but I think Florida wins this.
man. I don't know. I had Florida picked to win the whole deal, so
Yeah.
I kind of think they're going to win, but I don't know who I'm going to root for until the game starts.
That's a good point. Like I
Lots
might
of time.
root for Houston, and then Florida. Except Florida's got that buck-tooth sex offender for coaching for them. You know how
I
I feel
know.
about that.
I know. That's why I don't
And
know.
do I really want like a 30-year-old guy winning his first championship for Florida? I don't really want that. I would much rather see Calvin Sampson win a championship in his older age. I think I'm gonna root for Houston in this one, man.
I probably will too, but I don't know. Lots of times when I don't have a dog in the fight, when I start watching the games, I just naturally start rooting for somebody. I don't know why. I don't know what causes that, but that's usually how it
If
goes.
I don't have a dog in a fight, usually about the 10-minute mark, I'll start rooting for the team that's down. Whoever that team is, I'll start rooting for them to come back.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I am kind of rooting for a close game for sure.
Mhm.
You know, be more.
I think it will. I think it will be. I think it'll just
Should
because both teams have been, have played really well through the tournament. I don't expect one of them to come out flat now, But it could happen.
It
Could happen. The Hogs did it on their second run to a championship. They got to the championship game against UCLA, and we just looked like we were out of gas, man. UCLA looked so much fresher, and they just took it to us in that ball game.
Yeah, we'll see. I got Florida in that one. I think I have my tournament pulled up here. Let me see here. Let's see how our bracket's looking now. So our top of the bleachers bracket, we got 98.7% correct. That only put us at 300,000th.
Wow, there's a lot of people out there that did better than that. Oh wow,
yeah, I know, right?
300,000 though. How many people entered this thing? How many brackets were made? I'd like to know that.
Probably millions, probably.
300,000 might be like a Final Four, man. We might have made the Elite Eight or the Final Four.
I'll tell you right here, our perfect bracket, our Chat GPT bracket.
Yeah.
They're ranked 5,717,000.
Chat GPT don't know nothing about basketball.
No.
It doesn't make me feel it makes me feel good that I outpicked AI. It does make me feel better that I outpicked AI.
Yep. And then our group one that we're in, let's see. Oh, I took over first place.
Yeah, I'm out. I didn't have either one of these teams in the championship.
Yeah, we both got Florida left. Where'd you finish at then? The person that's in second.
Okay.
Where are you at? You came in.
Yeah, I did really well until we got to like the Final Four, and then I didn't do very well.
2, 3, 4. You actually tied for fifth, I think.
Yeah, out of the league of 5, I tied for fifth. That's nice.
Or something. Wait a minute. 1, 2. I don't know. It has you 6, but there's 2 3s and 2 6s. So I don't know. Yeah. Anyway. Wow.
Well, I can't.
That's awesome.
I can't get any more points because I have no teams in this game. So I can't get any more points. So I am stuck right where I'm at.
Gotcha.
And it took me a long time to debate on whether I was going to make Florida the national champ or Auburn the national champ. And I took Auburn. So
Nice. Very nice. All right, let me stop this here. All right, dude.
I wonder if Will is having a party
Oh, my neck hurts.
for the
Will?
championship. Yeah, he's a big Florida fan.
Oh, Will. Oh, from Sports Talk.
Yeah. I wonder
He might be.
if he's having a big watch party or something. I didn't get an invite, so I don't.
I didn't get one either, so we're in the same boat.
Yeah, him and the other guys should have done a live watching, since Will's a fan of Florida. They could have done like a live show watching the game. You could have got Will's reaction.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Apparently the softball team's playing right now.
Also, I heard Julio Jones retired today.
Oh yeah.
Julio is, I think they said, an 11-year career.
11 years. That's wild.
11 seasons. I thought he'd been around longer than that, but
that's wild.
And he had some amazing catches. They were showing highlights of him. Really good receiver. They even showed some defensive highlights of him, like when the ball gets intercepted, him running the guy down and tackling him and stuff like that.
Bro.
Dude, that guy was a freak.
He single-handedly won me my fantasy league one year. I was in the playoffs. It was to go to the championship game, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm against the other guy. The other guy that was the best. Him and I had been the best two teams all season, and we had to play in the semifinals. And he jumps out on me early, like big, like I'm talking like I was conceding already. Like there's no way I can come back from. You're already up like 100 and something points. Like my guys might not even score 100 points. You know what I mean? You're like blowing my doors off, right? And then we get into the late games. And Julio Jones goes off and then catches one at the end of regulation to catch it to win the game, scores another touchdown at the end of the game to get me like, boom, mega points. And I won by like 3 points or something like that because of Julio Jones. And I went to the championship game and I won the championship that year. It's freaking awesome. So Julio Jones won me a championship one year. Totally did. It was awesome. It was so intense.
You should totally send him a thank you card. Say, I heard you were retiring. I just wanted to send you a thank you.
I don't even remember what year that was. It must have been that's a few years ago now. But
well, he had one. He made it to the Super Bowl a couple of years.
He meant that year that they were up 28-3.
Yeah. But didn't Atlanta go one more time? Maybe it was the NFC Championship game I'm thinking of. But he had a pretty decent career, man. I mean, I figure he's a Hall of Famer in 5 years from now or whatever.
I don't see anything new. I was looking for some breaking news. There ain't nothing. Let me see what this is. The house settlement thing is very interesting because I don't know a whole lot about it. I tried to read some today about it, and it's just I don't know how they're going to split it up. It's like every team's going to get close to 20 million, and then by 2030 or something like that, it's supposed to be up to 30 million. But you can also have. It's something about how the money can't go to the collective; it has to go straight to the school. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with all that. I wish I had someone that could explain it a little better. Because I just don't know enough about it. And by the way, happy anniversary for Coach Cal being hired to the.
Was that today?
That was today, 1 year ago.
Wow. That's cool, man. Let's see. Julio Jones for his career. You tell me if this is Hall of Fame or not. Okay.
Okay.
166 games.
Okay. Is this a player?
Julio Jones.
Oh, okay, okay.
166 games. Okay.
Yeah.
He averaged 126 yards a game.
What?
Yeah.
Holy moly! He averaged that?
914 receptions for 13,703 yards.
Oh my gosh, this dude's a no-brainer Hall of Famer. Are you kidding
and
me?
it's and 66 touchdowns.
Yeah,
I,
Hall of
I
Fame.
really expected his touchdowns to be higher than that.
I sort of did, but he didn't catch a lot of touchdowns though. But he got a lot of yards.
He did get a lot of yards. And he got a lot of yards after catch. 6'3", 220 pounds. Yep.
Mm.
I did not know this, but his real name is Quintorius Lopez Jones.
Wow.
Quintorius.
Quintorius.
I don't know where Julio came from, but Julio is what everybody calls him. So I don't know.
That's wild. Oh wow. Did you know Kelvin Sampson and Todd Golden have the same representation?
Oh, agency?
Yeah,
No, I didn't know that.
that's wild. He also represents Geno
Smith?
Arimara, however you say it. UConn's coach. Did not know that. Anyway.
So is it tonight?
Yep.
I believe tonight is the return of Luka to Dallas.
Oh, is it?
It was either tonight or tomorrow night.
I didn't see that. Let's go NBA schedule. Nothing tonight, but Sacramento, Detroit, Philadelphia, and Miami.
Well, sometime this week he does his return to
Wednesday night.
Wednesday night. He returns to the Mavs.
Yep, Dallas.
So I got Luka for like a 40 spot, maybe a triple double in that ball game. What do you think?
I don't think you're wrong.
I think the ball might go through Luka all night long. Is what I'm thinking.
I think so too. I don't think he's gonna let it go anywhere else.
And every time he scores, he's probably just going to stare down Nico going down the court. Just stare him down. I wonder how upset he is about it now. Like, I mean, I think at the time he was probably upset because, it kind of came out of nowhere. But career-wise, don't you think he's in a much better place? I mean, the Lakers always get superstars. They're always on TV. They're always, it's a good market. I feel like it's a better situation for Luka career-wise.
Yeah, I think so too, actually.
So I don't know. Maybe he's not that upset about it. Maybe after the game he'll go over and thank Nico. Who knows?
I don't know, man. We'll see. I'm gonna try and catch me a nap before the game, and then I'll catch you in the Discord a little bit.
There was one other thing I wanted to ask you about, man.
Okay.
Hold on a sec. I gotta pull up my baseball schedule here. This Thursday, there were two things I needed to talk to you about. This Thursday, I'm gonna skip the show.
Thursday.
All
right.
Reese is actually going to get to play in JV, but it starts at 4:00. So
okay.
I'd like to go because he doesn't get to play on senior high. All he's been doing is sitting on the bench. So I kind of like to go to a game that he's actually going to play in.
Okay.
He's getting kind of discouraged, and so I was trying to encourage him, because he played 3 summers in a row where he was on the field all the time, and now he's on the high school team and he's riding the pine. But he's a freshman.
He's a freshman. Yeah, that's what I say. I mean,
he's a freshman, and I told him, I said, man, I was like, next year. So, I was looking at the program the other day, and next year your whole defensive line graduates. I was like, you're going to get playing time next year. You got to stick with it, man. You got to stick with it.
Yeah, don't give up now, man. You're almost there. It's fixing to be your time.
It's fixing to be your time, brother.
About to be your time. If it ain't your time, you're going to make it your time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So April 29th.
April 29th.
Okay.
Okay, I'm looking. That's a Tuesday. Okay.
Arkansas is going to play Missouri State in Springfield, Missouri.
Oh.
I figure we could probably get tickets at the box office because I don't figure Missouri State probably sells out their baseball games.
Probably not, but that'd be a good one to go to.
That would be a good one to go to. I was wondering if you would be interested. If so, I'm going to go in and I'm going to take, because it's a 6:00 game.
Okay.
All right. So I was going to go ahead and take Wednesday off and then meet you up there for the ball game.
Okay.
You in?
I'm in.
All right, cool.
I'm in.
I think it'd be cheaper if we just drove up there and bought tickets instead of trying to buy them on some sort of StubHub or something stupid like that.
Probably. We'll see. That'll give us a way to back out if we need to, too, in case it's weather or something.
I think by the end of April, we'll probably, if anything, it'll be daggum hot.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I'm going to get out of here. Catch you in the Discord later for the game. And go Hogs.
Go Hogs.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.